Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl AmandaEnsing and welcome to a brand new video. I just got back from Mexico. I was in Mexico for almost 2 weeks. If you guys want a story time video, maybe I'll do one in the next month or so. It was pretty traumatic the first day that I was there. Well, yeah, a day, almost 2 days that I was there. And a lot of crazy stuff happened and I really don't want it to ever happen to anyone else. But yeah, let me know if you guys want a story time video and I will see if legally I can talk about what happened because some stuff went down and we had to move hotels twice. And by the last hotel, literally the most amazing place I've ever been, and we decided to extend our stay. So we went from a week to like 12 days, I think we were in Mexico. So it was amazing and I had the best time and I was able to relax and just have some me time. So it was amazing. So today is my first day back in the studio filming and it feels so good to be back. But at the same time, it's also kind of weird when you take like a week or so off because you're like, wait, how do I do this? Because I'm literally like talking to a camera in my beauty room. But I miss you guys so much. I've been super active on Instagram, so if you don't follow me there, make sure you follow me there. If you are new to my channel or if this is the first video you're watching, hi, my name is Amanda. I would love if you could hit subscribe down below, join my A-team, and then don't forget to thumbs up this video and come say hey down in the comments. So today's video is all about natural deodorant. Today I want to talk to you guys about what really happens when you switch to natural deodorant, my experience, my journey, where I am now, and if it's really worth it, and just how to do it if you want to do it. This is something I decided to do a few months ago and it has been an adventure, and I got flooded with questions when I talked about it on my IG stories asking if I could tell you guys if it's worth it and fill you in on my experience. There were so many mixed reviews and mixed comments from you guys, people who love it, swear by it, people who had a terrible experience. So today I'm gonna break down my experience and tell you if it's really worth it and what actually happened to me when I switched to natural deodorant. First things first, I've used almost every deodorant you could think of when it comes to regular deodorant. I've used spray deodorants, I've used solids, I've used sticks, I've used men's deodorants. I've tried so many deodorants in my life. There were two reasons that I wanted to attempt to switch to natural deodorant. The first and foremost was that I felt like deodorants weren't working for me anymore, like regular deodorants. I felt like the smell wasn't lasting throughout the day and they just weren't doing a good job for me. And I have tried so many different ones and all of my life, I never had a problem with deodorant. I feel like I could use any deodorant and I would be just fine. After I hit puberty, I noticed I started to sweat a lot for no reason, even when it was cold, when it was hot, at all times. So I started using Certain Dry for a little while through high school and it helped me out a lot, but I would just sweat for no reason, for nothing at all. So I struggled with that. However, I never struggled with body odor. Any deodorant would work for me. So within the last year or so, I just feel like no deodorant would work for me and I've never had an issue with deodorants not working for me. So that was the number one thing that popped in my head. I was like, okay, I need to try something else. Number two reason is that I did a lot of research and regular deodorant can be really bad for you. A lot of deodorants have aluminum and other ingredients that are really bad for your body. They clog your pores under your arms and they're just not healthy for your body. And within the last year or so, I've really become more conscious about making healthier choices for me and for my body. And I was just sold. Those two things together, I was like, all right, I'm switching to natural deodorant. So I didn't know that switching to natural deodorant is a detox process. And I feel like a lot of people don't know that. So I'm here to tell you about it today and tell you my experience today. So let's get into the process. The first thing you need to know about switching to natural deodorant is that it is a process. It takes, I would say, at least 4 weeks. That was definitely the sweet spot for me. So if you switch over and then within the week you're like, oh, I smell worse, natural deodorant is making me worse, or it makes me feel wet, or any of these things, you need to know that your body has to detox and get all of those toxins from regular deodorant out of your body. So you have to give it a fair chance and let your body detox before you decide if it's gonna work or not work for you. A lot of ingredients like aluminum that are in regular deodorants will clog your armpit pores, and that's why you're not sweating. It's not really doing you any justice. You're just not sweating, it's clogging your pores, which is not healthy. Your body needs to detox that sweat. Everyone's body is different, so this detox process is going to be different for everyone. And with the detox, you need to know that you can have like allergic and rash reactions to natural deodorants, which I'm going to talk about because I'm going to help you avoid that. A lot of people also don't know that it's a detox process and don't know that you can't always just quit cold turkey and jump to a natural deodorant. because you can have a really bad rash reaction and then you can't use that deodorant until it clears up, and it's a really painful process. No one wants to go through that. Switching over to natural deodorant, the first week 1, you might not even notice a difference your first week using natural deodorant. Me personally, when I switched over the first week, I didn't really notice any difference. I feel like I wasn't sweating at all. I smelled fine, and I was like, wow, natural deodorant is amazing. I feel great. That was my first week experience. The reason why is because it takes time for your body to get that aluminum out of your system, like I've said, in all of those ingredients in regular deodorants. So it's a process. It's not like you switch to natural deodorant and all of a sudden it just works and it's fine. You still have those ingredients in your armpits from regular deodorant. The first thing that I recommend when switching over is to have something to help detox your body faster. So for me, I did a lot of research and this had the best reviews and I love it so much. This is an underarm detox mask. This is from La Vanilla, the Healthy Underarm Detox Mask. This is a brush-on charcoal mask for your armpits. If you think of a mud mask or a charcoal mask for your face and it draws out impurities out of your face and acne and dirt and all these things, this is exactly the same thing. It's gonna draw out the aluminum and all the toxins in your armpits faster. I got mine on Amazon. I will link it down below, but I believe Sephora.com has it as well, but I don't think it's in Sephora stores because I was gonna go into Sephora and pick mine up personally, and I remember it saying online only. So I got mine on Amazon because I have Amazon Prime, so why not? Amazon's like taking over the world. That's another story. This is what it looks like. All you do is brush it on your armpits and let it sit for 5 minutes. Make sure you don't go above 5 minutes. One time I was just enjoying it and like loving life on my phone and I went over 5 minutes and my underarms were red. They started burning. Do not leave it more than 5 minutes. Like make sure you use the directions. Pay attention to them. You can use this 1 to 2 times a week. I definitely wouldn't do it more than 2 times a week. I did mine 2 times a week the first 2 weeks, and then after that, I just did it once a week, even though I was using a natural deodorant. So what I did is I used this, and then the next day I started my natural deodorant. So I did 1 detox, and then I jumped in to using a natural deodorant. This mask is so cooling under your arms. It feels super cold and refreshing, and it just feels amazing. And I feel like it really sped up my process, and I had no rash under my arms switching to natural deodorant, and I know a lot of people do. So make sure you use a detox mask or something like this that is made for detoxing to natural deodorant. There are probably natural remedies as well you could find that do similar effects, but I just wanted to buy this one and I'm almost out. I really love it, and I still use it once in a while because why not? I love it. It's really good. Another thing that I recommend is using natural soaps in the shower because it's also going to help detox faster. If you're using like body washes that have a lot of unnatural ingredients in them, it can, not really help you speed up the process. So I love using all natural soaps. I will link some below that I use. I use one that I found at CVS that is like all natural for pH. It's like a lavender soap. And then I also really like the fresh soaps for the most part. Feel like they're pretty natural. I really love their body washes as well. And my body is really sensitive when it comes to body wash anyways, so I'm always conscious of that. And I feel like that really helps speed up the process as well. I'm gonna share with you guys my favorite natural deodorants right now, and then we'll continue on with the process. So the very first one that I used, and I loved it, was the Native Coconut and Vanilla Natural Deodorant. I use this one still. I really, really like it. You can find this at Target, online, or in store, and they have a few different scents. The coconut and vanilla is my favorite. I literally have like 3 of these lying around. This is what I use, and it just smells very beachy, very light, very fresh. And I feel like when you first use it, you really gotta like keep rubbing it and you've gotta melt it. It's almost like a hard coconut oil is what I feel like natural deodorant texture is. It's very like hard. It's not thin, and like it doesn't slide like a normal deodorant does, but it just melts into the skin easier, if that makes sense. So this is the coconut and vanilla. I had no rash with this. I had no issue. I love this one. It's so good. The other natural deodorant that I use is from Willetta, and this is the Wild Rose 24-hour deodorant. No aluminum salts in it. So this is another spray. It just smells like roses. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of intense when you spray it. Like it's a lot of rose in your face, but once it settles, it's like a lighter scent and it doesn't bother me at all. It feels like you're spraying perfume in your armpits. I know that sounds weird, but a lot of regular spray deodorants that aren't natural are like aerosol cans, where this is like literally a spray. So I got this one from Amazon. I think some places like Whole Foods might sell it. I'll look and let you know. A friend recommended this to me because she loves it, and this was her favorite natural deodorant, and it's actually made in Switzerland. It's like super fancy. Price-wise, the native one is more affordable, but I really like them both for different reasons, and I'll explain the reasons why I like them both. So, okay, let's go back to the process, and I'll link these deodorants down below as well. Week 1 was a breeze for me, and then week 2 is when things started to get real. The second week, I noticed I started to sweat a lot. Like, I was just really wet, and it's not a comfortable feeling. And I started to like slightly notice my body smell, because when you transition to natural deodorant, you find out what your body smells like really fast. I know that sounds so gross, but regular deodorant clogs your armpits. That's why you don't smell. It's not healthy. So now your body's releasing all of the bacteria and all the toxins, and you're like, oh wow, this is so weird. Keep in mind that this smell will not last forever. This is just your body's way of detoxing. So it's gonna be a little bit uncomfortable sometimes. It's gonna be a little bit awkward sometimes, but I never had anyone tell me that I smelled bad. And it wasn't in a sense where, like, you know, when you go somewhere and you smell BO and someone definitely doesn't wear deodorant, I never smelled like that ever. But your body is detoxing, so it's a process, but it's worth it. So it won't last forever. And that was my week 2. My third week was amazing. I was feeling great. I wasn't sweaty. I wasn't smelling bad. And I was like, wow, natural deodorant is amazing. I'm never going back. And by the third week, I was still using only native, and I was loving life. Everything was great. And then the fourth week came, and the fourth week, I felt like I almost started back at square one. My fourth week, I felt like the odor had come back a little bit, and I felt like I was kind of back to my second week. So it was a weird 4-week roller coaster of ups and downs. Now, when I was at the gym, I never really smelt myself. Like, as I'm walking around, working out, I have a very active lifestyle. There was no point where I was like, oh my gosh, I smell terrible. No, it was just like, if I'm sniffing my armpits, I'm like, okay, I never smelt this before. And I could tell that my body was going through a detox. So it was never like a BO smell, like a bad smell when you come in the room, you know what I'm saying? Towards the end of my fourth week, I was traveling to very hot places, and I distinctly remember freaking out because I was like, oh my gosh, am I gonna smell bad? Am I gonna sweat a lot? Like, I was fine. I was literally fine. By the end of my fourth week, I felt so confident and so fine. And I really don't smell myself now at all unless I don't wear deodorant ever. Like, if I get out of the shower and I go to bed and I forget to put on deodorant, then I'm like, oh, I need to put deodorant on. I mean, I feel like that's pretty normal. But with regular deodorant, I would just smell like, I feel like it just smelled weird. I don't even know how to explain it. I just feel like my body was not accepting regular deodorant anymore. It didn't like it, and it just smelled weird. If you decide to switch over, carry it with you in your purse. I carried mine all throughout my process, and I still usually carry one with me now. Like, if I'm going on a long day and it's hot, I mean, I used to do that with regular deodorant anyways, but you can always reapply this during the day, and as soon as you reapply it, you just smell so fresh. So if you're feeling like wet or awkward, or you feel like you're smelling bad, just keep it in your purse and you can apply it throughout the day. Now, a little thing that I wanted to mention, I never got a rash with either of these products. However, I did get a rash, and it was the weirdest thing. So after like 5 weeks of using the native, this is before I tried the rose, I decided that I wanted to try another native scent. So I picked up this native one. This is the native cucumber and mint, and it smells, oh my gosh, it smells phenomenal. It smells amazing. So I switched over to this one, and I feel like the scent didn't last as long on me. It wasn't as good at preventing odor for me personally. And then after 2 days of using this, I broke out in a rash underneath of my right arm, and it was like a blister, and it hurt so bad. I stopped using this right away, and I also wasn't detoxing with the charcoal mask anymore. I hadn't detoxed in like a week, and I went to just using a different scent. So I might try this again eventually. I'm just gonna detox and then go straight in and use it. So I don't know if anyone has tried this one, but if you have and you had a reaction, please let me know in the comments. But I'm really sad because this one smells so amazing, but it gave me a rash and it hurt really bad. After a few days, it was gone. I just was very uncomfortable and it really hurt. I went back to the coconut and vanilla and it was fine. It just was really uncomfortable. Something else that really helped me during the first month was taking a lot of hot showers. I felt so clean after taking a nice hot shower. So I would wake up and shower, and then after the gym shower, I would say 2 to 3 showers during the day, and not long showers by any means. You don't have to take 10-20 minute shower 3 times a day. That's excessive. That's a lot. I would usually take like literally like a couple minute to 5 minute shower just to rinse my body and kind of put body wash, and I just felt so much cleaner afterwards. It really helped me during the first month. Also, Google is a very, very helpful tool. I love Google so much. I use Google for everything, and the thing I love about it is there are so many natural remedies that you can use during this process as well. Like you can use any kind of natural starchy powder like a cornstarch under your arms if you're feeling too like wet during your process. I know it sounds weird, but that'll help absorb some of it as well. I didn't have that much of an issue, but I definitely noticed feeling wet when I did it before. But it was different than regular deodorant. It was like more of like a natural feeling, but your body will detox it and it'll go through it, and then you'll be okay. So I asked you guys today on Instagram if you had any questions about natural deodorant. So I'm gonna go through and answer a few questions to wrap up the video. First question, does it help with underarm darkness? For me, 100% it did help. I also think the charcoal mask has helped a lot for underarm darkness. I was always kind of like, I don't know, insecure about my underarms before, but I feel like they're so much brighter now, and I was like, wow, it's crazy to see what a difference it makes when you switch over to natural. Does it last longer than regular deodorant, and does it rub off your spray tan? I feel like for me personally, it does last longer because regular deodorant just wasn't working at all for me anymore. So I feel like it lasts longer. Like usually I only apply once throughout the day, maybe twice if I'm working out. As far as the spray tan, I feel like in a way it does, especially because the native deodorant is like almost a coconut oil base, and anything oily is going to take off your spray tan. But I feel like regular deodorant messed up my spray tan as well, so to me it didn't really matter. I feel like it's kind of whatever to me. It doesn't bother me at all, but I feel like it does rub it off a little bit. What season did you switch? I feel like I could get away with it in winter but not in summer. I switched in like the end of spring summer, so it's been like I think 3 months now, 2 or 3 months now, and I was going to really hot places for a while, and I'm in California, and I think it's fine. Even if it's summer, I think you're fine. I was just in Mexico. It was like over 100 degrees, 80% humidity, and I know I've already gone through my detox, but I felt fine. I didn't sweat a lot at all. It was good. I felt great. Does it stain clothing? Mine have not. The native deodorant and the spray have not stained any of my clothing. I can't say for other natural deodorants, but mine has not. Pros and cons, do you notice a huge difference? Pros, it's so much healthier for you. I feel better. I don't smell bad anymore, and I just feel healthier. I feel better, and my body just feels like it's more natural in the way it's supposed to be. And it's so hard to explain, but I just feel better now, and my underarms just feel better and they look better. The only cons to me is just the detox process, because it is a process, but it's so worth it to me for the final result. Does it last long if you're out in the heat working? For me now, yes, I'm fine. Like even in Mexico, we did a lot of things outdoors, and we were like walking for a long time and out in the towns, and it was really hot and sunny, and I was fine. I didn't notice it at all. I think the only time it would bother you is maybe during the detox process. If you're in like maybe week 2 or week 3, you might be like a little bit feeling the sweat and stuff. But again, it's worth the process. How long did it take for you to stop smelling? I tried it and it made me stink. Again, it definitely can take 2 to 4 weeks. I would say 4 weeks is solid. For me, 2 weeks was definitely not enough, even with detox, but everyone's body is gonna be different. I get a rash since I switched. I hate it. If you're getting a rash, definitely stop using it. Do not keep using it if you're getting a rash. I would let the rash heal and then start a detox like with the charcoal mask or a home remedy if you can find online that you can use. But if you're getting a rash, do not keep using it. I feel like it would just get worse. I'm sure you don't reek like me, but how did you find anything to help with the smell? It's so like corny to say, but don't be ashamed of your body's odor. And I'm a scent person. Like I hate BO. I hate anything smelling bad. Like I'm so obsessed with the way things smell. So it definitely can be hard, but I just had to embrace it and know that I was doing the best I could and that it would be worth it. And again, just apply your deodorant throughout the day. If you're switching, just keep applying it and take showers and you'll get through it. It'll be worth it on the other end. So that concludes my video all about my transition from regular deodorant to a natural deodorant. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful. With these tips and tricks, I guarantee you will have a very easy transition. You just got to get through it and do your time and get through it, and it'll be worth it. I 100% think that you should try it. If you have tried it or if you are switched over, let me know your favorite natural deodorants down in the comments so all of us can try them out. Anything that I mentioned, products, masks, anything, I'll link down below in the description bar so you can check it out. If you have not already, don't forget to hit subscribe and join my little A-team, my YouTube family. And don't forget to thumbs up the video, turn that little bell down below, click it, turn your post notifications on so you don't miss a new video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found it helpful. Let me know if I missed anything or if you have any more questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them down in the comments. I love you so much, and my next video will be a beauty video. Get ready for some sweat-proof, summer-proof makeup. It's coming at you next. I'm gonna be doing a more glam, summer-proof makeup look next. So love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.